Hello, my dear friends. It's Carrie, your evolutionary soul guide here at holisticspsychic.com and Soul Star Healing Arts Center in Sedona, Arizona. Coming up on Saturday, May 17th, we have a new moon happening in the sign of Taurus. It's going to be happening at 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific time here in the United States. So, of course, make your adjustment for your location on the planet. One of the first most important things that you need to know about this new moon right away as we're getting into this is that this new moon is compelling you to confront what is actually viably sustainable for you and not. This can be emotionally, financially, spiritually, and otherwise, overall, holistically speaking. Now we know that each new moon is the best time of each lunar cycle to set whatever your growth-oriented intentions are. But this new moon is extra in the way that it is igniting a gateway of massive shifts and change personally and globally that are going to be in effect and intensifying more and more as we roll into summer. These changes are going to be in alignment with personal and collective innovation. So they're growth oriented changes that I personally am welcoming in my life, and I hope you are too. But let's start with this. Take a moment to tune in. Where have I been wondering if I need to pivot my focus or come up with a new strategy with these themes that I'm talking about, with what is sustainable or not? Now, this theme that's coming up is connected to the degree point astrologically of where the new moon itself is happening in Western tropical astrology. And that is happening at 25 degrees and 57 minutes. Now, this degree point in astrology is in the last 10 degrees of the sign, which is considered the last decan of Taurus. And this decan of Taurus relates to the Seven of Pentacles tarot card, which ultimately is about assessing, evaluating what your progress has been and where you need to maybe make a pivot. It's a time of really just considering, do I want to keep putting my energy into the same thing that I've been investing my energy in? Is it viable? Is it sustainable? Is it supporting me energetically? Or is it time for me to pivot my focus in a new facet of the same interest or a new facet of a new interest? So, where is that showing up for you in your life? Take some time to really feel into this. You'll be able to recognize this whether or not you have your natal chart. But if you do have your natal chart, you can look to see where the Taurus house of your chart is, and that will give you some details regarding the nature of how this is manifesting for you. And again, this new moon is a gateway for these expansive energies of innovation, transformation, and evolution that are connected to the peripheral energies going on that are going to be in effect really for the next many years, but especially throughout this summer. So you want to not only make your intentions for this new moon not only be for this particular lunar cycle, but really for the summer ahead and even the rest of the year ahead, honestly. There's no main aspects connected to the astrological placement of the new moon itself, but there are some significant peripheral things that are happening that are of influence that I'm going to talk about. Notably speaking, on the same day as the new moon, there is a conjunction, an exact conjunction between Chiron, which has to do with wounds and healing, and Mars, which is our action and our drive, our motivation in life. And so, this in and of itself bridges deep healing with assertive action. And there's definitely an emphasis on this conjunction between Chiron and Mars being like an initiation point in this way. We're either moving through it consciously in noticing where we have had healing, or we're moving through it unconsciously, which is going to mean more impulsive reactionary energies based on the wounds that we've been ignoring healing. It's going to be one of these two things. And if you are a person who is really ready to take advantage of the healing momentum that is coming with this conjunction between Mars and Chiron, then it would be a good idea for you to have some reflection around that. Like, what am I still working on healing? Specifically, based on what's been being triggered over the past few years. Chiron first went into Aries way back in 2018. So from now to 2018, what's been coming up? And know that whatever's been coming up, whatever's been triggered, has been Chiron illuminating your awareness as to where there needs to be healing still, and there's still time to do that. This is igniting opportunity for healing. But because both Mars and Chiron right now are in the later degrees, they're both at like 28 degrees and 25 minutes of Aries. This is like ultimately the beginning of a 5-week period of high intensity regarding our healing and empowerment journey. And I say 5 weeks because right around the summer solstice, Chiron will be moving into Taurus, which is more about embodiment. If Aries is igniting our awareness, igniting our ambition, igniting our drive, with Chiron in the mix, drive towards healing, embodying our healed self, then as both Chiron and Mars move into Taurus, we get to ground and embody what it feels like to be living as our healed self, where we experience more of a sense of wholeness. Taurus is an energy of manifestation, but it's within that, it's about enjoying the pleasures of the senses that can be connected to what am I delighting in, what am I seeing, smelling, hearing, tasting, feeling, experiencing. That really is true embodiment. And we get to be in the cycle of experience of embodying what it feels to be whole, integrated mind, body, spirit in our healed self and in our awakened self. And this awakened dynamic is coming with a conjunction between Mercury and Uranus. Mercury is sitting right between the sun and Uranus. Now, Uranus just went into the sign of Gemini for the first time in 80 years. So this is the first time there's been a conjunction between Mercury and Uranus in Gemini in 80 years. So unless you're more than 80 years old, this is a completely new energy that is activating within you. And what it's activating on one level is higher awareness. Mercury is connected to our mind, our thinking, our logic, while Uranus is the higher, innovative octave of that. It's about expanded awareness. I talked about this in the full moon video, where Uranus is going to be in Gemini for 7 years, and it just went in. And over the course of the next 7 years, there's going to be a lot of innovation around the development of intuitive intelligence, telepathy, psychic ability, and all of those realms. Because of that, in addition to my online self-study Mastering Intuition video course, I'm also offering one-on-one mentorship programs. And then once a year, I do offer an intuitive energy healing practitioner training. This is a 14-day training with me here in Sedona at my Healing Arts Center. And the next one is coming up at the end of September. I do have registration open for that now. I'm going to put all the links below for you to check out. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about for now is connected to aspects between Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune that are happening right now with this new moon. And this minor grand trine is going to be happening several times over the next several years. And this is activating massive shifts in evolution of consciousness. The astrology that's happening this year really is rare and unique in the way that we have many opportunities for rebirth, renewal in many different ways. Many of us are having, for lack of a better word, I guess what I would call symptoms of this awakening. And it can be sort of a fumbly, awkward type of phase to be moving through in your life. It's a time where the old doesn't really fit, but we're not sure what we're moving into. And this is connected to these themes of identity that are coming into the picture, and then all the things that are connected to that. When we have awarenesses that bring us into embodying aspects of our identity that maybe have been dormant, this can sometimes bring challenges in other areas of our life that are connected to our social circles, our family dynamics, our relationship dynamics, how we feel guided to channel our talent, skills, and our abilities in the direction of our careers, our entire life path. And for that reason, I want you to know that there is support for you. If you are a person that's been kind of struggling through this a little bit, I definitely invite you to reach out and have a session with me. I offer a particular kind of session that I call a life path reading. Now, let me say here, I consider myself to be more a psychic reader that works with astrology. I work with evolutionary astrology and shamanic astrology in ways where I'm specifically looking at what your birth chart says about your skills, talents, abilities that you were born into the world to contribute to humanity. We look at what your sacred wound is to healing. We look at what your medicine is to share with the world. We look at what your chart says about what your true soul calling is, what your growth structures are, and what your most exuberant pathway to fulfillment on your life path is. So if you're struggling through a dynamic of spiritual awakening and you would like some guidance that comes with my life path reading, just reach out in the links below and book your session with me. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Guys, I'm excited to know how this energy with this new moon is shaping up with you. Do tell in the comments below. All my love, blessings, and I'm going to see you in the next video.